First of all the best, Ashish. If I forget to say that,
Yeah, thank you, thank you. Yeah,
you do well. Just my suggestion is just open that um, textbook, and see what all questions are there, which is
Y-
209 and 2010. This book, okay. So
like
just
what
make
do you mean
sure
by
you cover.
those questions? Means like the theoretical question you're asking about?
Yeah. So obviously the exam is for 209, right?
Correct. Yes,
So
and
we need to know
both
the
like
book.
209 and 2010 both.
Correct. So we need to know this. So 99% chance are the questions will be asked around that, whatever topics are listed here. I think I did share
Correct.
a syllabus also on the chat some time back. So look at that syllabus also. I think you should have that already here somewhere. Yeah, this one. I'll share that once again.
Yeah,
Be sure
thank you.
to go through at least the theoretical part of these topics. So go to 27, go to
You guys
20.
have made any special video to cover up all those topics just in short? Like I remember, like initially, not initially, but last time when we were preparing for the last minute revision kind of thing for all the subjects, and we just went through the slides which you have prepared. I think that those slides contain all these topics in it.
So the
No?
slides that you're seeing, all the blue ones anyways have all the important questions.
Oh
But
yeah, yeah, yeah.
uh, not everything may be necessarily in these two books. So of course you should know the other subjects also, but they can ask. But at least these are like must. You need to know these topics. Whatever has been mentioned here. So yeah, just go through the syllabus and go through these two books. Whatever topics are there, like arrays, structures, linked list 100% important, stacks, queues 100% important, trees में से पूछेंगे वो questions. तो ये सब चीजें जो है वो तो आएंगी आएंगी. तो ये like linked list तो like 100%, and stacks queues में से question पूछ सकते हैं. So yeah,
मेरे ख्याल से like I do remember from my bachelor's course and they used to ask about all the operations. Okay, like
uh,
क्यू में से डिलीट करना तो क्या करोगे?
exactly
The
function
queue.
पूछ सकते हैं. Yeah,
Yes, yes.
exactly.
Like that kind of questions they ask in the Viva.
Yeah, yeah. They
I
can ask
remember
you about
that.
pointers. They can ask you about creating linked list trees. Just
Yes,
maybe
yes.
not 100% sure they'll ask you the logic or algorithm, but they might. You never know. Like how will you do that? Or anything. So, yeah, we'll get to know more about that tomorrow. But just be sure to at least cover up these topics. Just go through this, not too much. Or
Yeah,
just
yeah,
go through
yeah,
this.
yeah.
Um, Coming back, so what we have been doing is that we have been doing the programs basically. So I'm going to continue with this basically. So what all have we covered? Let's see. Mm, we were doing linked list, if I remember. I think we can do this program today. Write a program in C language that accepts two linked lists A and B as input. Now print a singly linked list that consists of only those elements which are common to both A and B. Okay, let's do that. So where's my VS Code? Did they ask to write in yeah, C programming? Mostly they're asking in C programming only. So I'll close all of this. And then, so this is the folder related to, so it's all there on the GitHub. You don't really have to look at the program to be honest, but just in case if you want to, it's all there in the GitHub. Programming in C, and this is your 209. These are all the programs from the assignment and the book. So link list, this is the folder where we've been doing all the link lists. So now we'll create another file, and the question is to no, 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 common. So let's create a file, common elements find .c hash include stdio.h. Okay, and then main return 0. So we're going to be needing two linked lists. So for that, we'll use struct node, and then this is going to have int data, and then it's going to have the pointer. It's a single linked list, so we'll just have the next pointer. So it'll be struct node, and then next ctr. So may I just correct me where I'm going wrong, okay? So may what's the difference between writing star like this and like this? What's the difference between these two?
It's the same.
It's the same thing? Oh my god, I was
Yeah.
confused. You can write it like that also, right?
Yeah, I think you can write it like that also.
I put int here, so why is giving me issue? Oh, that's needs to be a semicolon, right? Yeah. Okay, so basically you create this struct node, and using this node you can actually create the linked list. So we'll say struct node star create a node. This will create a node. So we'll ask the user for, let's see, to accept two linked list as the input. So first thing is this, we need two linked lists. So we need to find out what's the number of elements in the first linked list. Elements is A, elements, or maybe just size A, size B. And then enter the number of items linked list A. Scanf percentage D and size A, and then enter the number of items in the linked list B. And it's probably can just another function can just create the linked list, create linked list. This will definitely have size, should be A, oops, size A, or this size should be int. I have to really struggle, in the syntax because the whole day I write PHP, JavaScript, and in the evening I have to write C programming. My hand is automatically set to those things. Okay, so then we'll create the linked list. Uh, okay, and we'll put the size A in that. And we'll do the size B also, but later let's just do the one first. Okay, so we're going to need the first node, I believe. So struct node first node, and I think we can set that equal to null first. Okay, so I'll take help from the program I wrote earlier. Yeah, that's
We
first
need
node.
two first nodes.
First node A, first node B. Cool. Okay, so create node list. I'm defining these guys on top, so I don't have to like define it and then use it. So create a node. So create a node is basically going to need these parameters. So first we're going to need the data in data, and then it's going to need the next pointer. So struct node star, and then next ptr. Yeah. Luckily, it's not complaining much now. Earlier, when I used to write code, it used to complain a lot. Okay. So then basically we need to allocate the size. We need to allocate the memory, dynamic memory to this. So we'll say struct node star node equals what's that? Struct node pointer, and then malloc size of, I guess there won't be any space, maybe size of struct node. Okay, good. I hope that's what it is. Yeah. And then if node equals null, which means the memory was not successfully allocated, we return. What will exit do? Exit will break the program, right? What's the problem?
I don't know.
Yeah, exit function. I guess we have to pass 0 or something. Terminate a process or a function calling immediately in the program. It means that open a file or function belonging to the process closed immediately as exit function occurred in the program. Function is standard library function which is defined in data stdlib.h header file. We can say function that forcefully terminates the current program and transfers the control to the operating system to exit the program. Yeah, this is what I was looking for. So terminate that program. We don't want to proceed. Okay. And print a message and then exit probably. Printf. Memory could not be allocated. Okay. All right. But if that's not the case, then node data equals data and node next PTR equals next PTR and then return node. Okay, so that's the function to create a node basically, which is going to assign the data in the next pointer and stuff. And we're going to use that here in the create linked list. So I think first we need to do is we need to basically ask for the first node also. So first, and it's going to be of struct node first node. Ask for that. So that means here, apart from size A, we have to pass the first node also A. And here we have to pass the first node B. And so first node is already assigned as null, so that's fine. Mm, so we need the new node and we need the temp, right? Um, New node and then temp. So maybe can we do like this instead of two different lines? Work?
Yes, I think it should work.
Okay. And then we need data also. And the next thing we do is if the first node is null, then not null, then the list is already created, so we can just return. It's probably not that necessary, but it's fine, I think. First node not equal to null, then list list is already created and then return. Okay, if number of nodes to be created is 0, then also we have to return. Yeah, I was thinking just do this um, rename this, I think maybe size to rename. I want to rename size to number of nodes, or size is fine, right? I think it's fine. Not complicated. I was going to say like if size equals 0, uh, let's not print any message. Let's just return. Just say if first node is null, that is list is already created, or size is 0, and return. Okay. Okay. So we kind of squeeze both things into one. Then create the first node. Create the first node. Ask the user printf enter the data for first node, scanf d and data, and then assign that to the first node. The first node data equals data, and it's already set to null. The pointer next, I think it's already set to null. That's fine. We don't need to do anything else after that. Oh, we can just create node, right? We don't have to. Yeah, we don't have to do this. That's why we got this create node function. So first node equals create node, and it's going to need what? It's going to need data in the next pointer. So data is going to be this, and next pointer is null. It was already set to null, so it wasn't really required, but it's fine. I mean, it's okay. Let it set it again. So we got the first node, and then so we set the temp to the first node because temp is going to change every time. Okay, so let's start, and then we start from the second one because the first node is already created. We'll start from the second one. What's happening here? Hmm. A value of type
A
struct
temp
node
also
start.
needs to be declared with the star.
That's what we did, right? Like that.
There should be a star before temp.
So maybe you can do something like this. That'll work, right?
Yeah.
And I think for consistency, I'm just going to keep it like that, not getting confused. This is fine. Let's keep it consistent. Yep, all good. Cool. Moving on. So for, we'll start from the second one. Int I equals 2, and then I less than equal to the size I plus plus. So now we need to, I guess, create the node. So again, we have to call the create node function, but we have to ask the user for the data. So again, we'll ask the user for the data. For the percentage d, or just move the percentage d to here, comma I. So that my user comes to know that which node is entering data for second, third, or whatever. And then just create the nodes. And so then new node equals create. I love the fact that we have a function to do that stuff. We kind of wrap those whole thing into one. Create a node, add param. You have int, you have data, and then add param. I don't know how to write this here. We'll see. And then return type is also struct node. Okay, moving on. So basically, you're going to create a node. You're going to pass the data. It's going to need for data, and it's going to need the pointer. So pointer is going to be null initially. Yeah. And then once we have that, then we set the temp next pointer to new node, and then new node next pointer temp, I guess. Let's see. Hold on. Next pointer was initially null. And you set the temp next pointer in new node. You set the temp to the new node. So Sumaya, where is the new node's next pointer being set? Is it being set in the next iteration?
Yes.
But even if it's set in the next iteration, initially it'll be null, right? Just
In the
what?
next iteration, new node is temp. So we're setting temp's next pointer.
Temp is equal to new node. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Understood. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna create like a visual, graphics of for this thing, and I'm gonna ask you to review, and then wherever I'm going wrong, you can correct it. I'll do that on a presentation because this is a pretty complex concept. I think I've got like most of the things, but yeah, maybe I may still have some doubts. So yeah, so next, so temp equals next, temp is equal new node. So when we say temp equals new node, what all it's actually setting? Is it setting the pointer temp to pointer new node, or is it just setting the both the things, data and the pointer? What does this mean actually?
It's setting the pointer because they're both pointers to the struct.
Okay, so this is like as good as saying temp next pointer equals new node. No, right? This is not equivalent to that because this is not the same as this.
If you set the data also, I guess it would be equivalent.
So you're saying that this is equivalent to this and this. Are you saying that?
Yeah.
You maybe check that and let me know, like, because this is the line, this is the line that I'm most confused about. Like, what does it actually mean? Mostly, I know that this is temp. Is if you set something directly, it's basically the pointer getting set with another pointer. But yeah, just check what this line means actually. Cool.
Okay.
So that's that, and then I guess we have to return it because it's definitely creating it, but it's not storing anywhere, right? You're just creating new node. Hold on, let me think once. So where is it actually putting all of this data? Because there are going to be two instances of this. So how are we going to differentiate between the two instances? Um, I guess it's supposed to return also, right? It's supposed to return.
Yes,
If I
this
return
might
new
not
node,
modify the first node.
no, the first node I have anyways I'm passing through. So that's fine. What I'm saying is, should this return the new node and then store that somewhere? So I need to
No.
basically have a variable which contains, which I can loop through and have all of the data for the linked list. Let me see how we're looping through here. So
We
display
just need
list,
the first node
we just need the first
to
node.
traverse. Yeah.
Okay, then okay, then fine, because then first node. It's not doing anything with the first node, is it? I guess the only way to find out is print the first node and see what's, what's there in it. Because see here, first node, we could use the first node to loop through it. And we are passing first node A. So I'm assuming that it should have the data for that in the A. So let's find that out. We'll do a display list. So another function, I don't know why this doesn't give proper comment. Okay, display the linked, display a linked list. Okay, so void display list, and I think it's going to need what? The first node, first node. Yeah. So again, we need temp. Stop doing that. Node temp. If first node equals null, list is empty. First node equals null, then printf list is empty and return. Also, I'm going to comment this out and say display list and then pass our first node. It works for one, will work for the other one also. And later on, we'll do the same thing for the first node B also. We'll probably improvise the variable names, but I don't like node A, node B. Doesn't maybe you call it first node list A or something like that. We'll see. So now we're going to traverse through it, and temp equals first node. So we'll first set the temp to the first node. So for as long as the temp is not null, so while temp not equal to null, keep looping through, because the moment it becomes null, that means you've reached the last node. So print data equals percentage %t and then temp data and then temp equals temp next pointer. Let's see. I thought we were gonna get some errors. We did. Implicit function malloc. Are we supposed to have some library which I didn't include on top? Yeah, we need std lib also. Too few arguments. I guess you're gonna need 0. Wow. So Maya, we done a good job. Like this time, we hardly got errors. This is a good improvement. All at least for me, I've been writing code in a few days. Cancel, stop. Okay, so another number of items in the link. Let's just want to put three. Three. First node one, two, three. List is empty. Yeah, something is wrong now. Let's see. Node one.
Looks like the first node is not being set.
You mean this?
It's yeah, it's changed in the function, but
So
the
probably we
first
need to
node is
ask
not
it to
being
return it
changed.
like that. Yes, that's what we have to do.
Yeah.
So let's return it from there. Mm-mm-mm. Struct node star and then return. First node, that should work. The same thing here also.
Then we don't need to have it as a parameter, right?
What do you mean?
We can remove the first node parameter from the function.
But you mean why? But
Because it's not necessary.
so how are we
Or
going
we
to
can
do it if we
create a
don't
new
have
node
it?
in the function and return that.
We're already doing that, right? Then you have to maintain another one. You'll have to create another first node here.
Yeah,
We want we want to pass this so that it gets modified. We
but
want to
it's not
basically
getting
have a
modified.
global copy. Sorry?
But it wasn't getting modified, right?
Now
That's why
now it
we're
is, right?
returning and then,
Exactly. So now it is because we're returning it.
yeah.
Cool. Let's see. Now comment that out. Something went wrong. Where no value 41. Mm, I guess just return this. Stop. Now what? 41. Warning, return with no value in function returning non-void return 41. What's wrong here? Why is it giving an issue? Oh, this should be equal to null, right? Or not equal to null. So what's wrong here? Why
It,
is
it
it
should be not
complaining?
equal.
Yeah. Why is it complaining then? 0. Why is it complaining? Am I supposed to pass like this pointer or anything? No, right?
No.
Why is it giving error?
Just try again. I think you didn't copy it the first time.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, so under number of items, three, three. The first one, one, two, three. Excellent, excellent. So we kind of did that data, and I think we should put the new line there. So where's the data thing? Printing display list, and then put new line there. Okay, cool. So we have what we need. Now the next thing we need to do is to compare. We should commit this much. Compare singly linked list. And it's committed. Add program, create and display linked. Okay. Now we need to compare. So basically we should traverse through and then compare and then create a new linked list for that. So there's some tweaking we need to do. Let's create a function for that. Void create uh, list with common nodes. Yeah, that's better. It's gonna need two first nodes. So struct node uh, first node a struct node. We actually don't really need don't even need the, we can just directly use it from the top, but I guess because it's a function, I would say that it's better that it accept parameter, you pass it and then you can do the comparison. So I think I'll keep it that way. Maybe name something else if people don't confuse that why is it that it's the same one. First node list a, first node list b. Okay. And then we're going to just check if both of them needs to be not null. If I think if even one of them is null, then that means that list is empty, right? So let's do this. Where is it? I'll change the comment later. So if first node list A is equal to null, or first node list B equals to null, we just return. I just say that if either of the nodes are empty, then return. Do you think we should ask for the size of each node also? You think it'll be a good idea rather than doing the calculation ourselves?
I don't know if it'll make a difference. We can iterate like before also, right?
Using the first node.
Using if temp
Yeah,
is not null.
until it's null. Until it's null, correct?
Yeah.
Makes sense. So that's that. Otherwise, int temp. Uh, no. Do you think we should create two temps?
Yes, I think so.
I'm so relieved that they all all three of these guys mean the same thing. I used to wonder what the heck is this? Some people are writing like that. Does it mean something else? Let's start. While temp a. So first we have to set the temp equals first node. I think temp a equals, or maybe we can do that here instead of doing it first node a, temp first node b. So while temp a is not equal to null, I'm used to PHP. Sorry. for no. Then we do the comparison, which is I think we have to double loop, right? So let's start with this first. So while this, then loop through the other one while temp b is not equal to null. I think we should create another first node, I guess.
That function will have to return it
Sorry, we'll have to
after
return it.
creating the list.
I was thinking instead of returning it, maybe just or either we create here or we create inside that function and then just print it basically rather than returning it. So what do you want to do? Like create it on top or create inside that function? If it's not going to be used elsewhere, then I think it's better to just create it inside, right?
Yeah.
So see, uh, okay, and is equal to null. We first set that to null. Okay, so we loop through it and then we check if temp a data equals temp b, or I would say if not equal to temp b data, then just continue. Otherwise, we assume that they are equal. If the data is not equal for uh, both lists, uh, if the data for current node in the iteration not equal less, and continue. Becoming too long, I should have broken down into what we'll see. So I think at the end we should say temp a um, equals temp a next ptr, and then here also we should say temp b equals mb next ptr, and then first node. So we need to create a node right now. We have to create a node. So to create a node, we'll call the create node function. And we're going to need a new node also, right? Oh no, one second. Don't we need a new node?
Yeah, maybe. And another temp also.
One more temp.
Yeah.
First, we'll create a node. It's going to need the data. So we're saying is if temp A data equals to temp B data, then I'm just going to use either of this. It's the same thing. That will be the data. And initially is going to be null, right? And next time, temp, another temp, we definitely need another temp.
The first time you have to set the first node first node C. So maybe you can check if first node C is equal to null, then set first node.
You're right. So that means you'll have to kind of check the condition here, right? First node C is equal to null and do something else. Do this. So this first node C equals create a node. Initially it will be null, I believe. Then temp equals first node. Another temp that will be equal to the first node C, right? A temp B temp C. Initially, what is temp C equal to null, right? Not wrong. So let's keep it, or just keep it there. Don't assign anything. Initially. Okay. Oops. Right. And then once we do that, then we'll do these two steps basically. Next PTR equals new node. See, next PTR equals new node. I think it's better to call the new node as new node C, so we know what we're talking about. In my opinion, we know it's related to the third one. So new node C, and then temp C equals new node C. Correct? Miss anything? And now there is a. So what do you want to do? I think it's better to print the, like, use our display list function to print this particular um, node, and we should return it in my opinion rather than printing it here. Let's do that. What do you want to do? So Maya, do you think we should return it and use our display list to print it? That'll be better. Like,
Yes, so that
look
we
more
will be
clean.
repeating code. Yeah.
So should we create this first node C over here?
Yeah, I can do that.
So I think we should ask of first node list C also. Now we don't have to call it here. And say this, this. Where else it was used? That's it, right? Yeah. Cool. So then this is going to return eventually. First node list C. And then if that is so, then you're supposed to return that. And then finally, all this. See, and return it. It meets first node A, first node B also. I think it means nodes, three of them, and then display. Do you find the code clean? Sumaya, you there?
Yeah.
Do you think it's clean code?
I think we can remove some declarations for first node C.
Okay.
Like the function is modifying it directly, so
Mm-hmm.
maybe there's no need to return it.
Okay. Okay. Yeah,
First
we'll
node C.
improvise the code, no issues. We'll definitely improvise it. But let's see what we're getting here. Let's see if this is working. If it doesn't work, we'll stop it here and then we will continue tomorrow. Maybe you could take a look at it in case of it. Oh, so far it's working. Let's see. Number of items, let's say three, three, one, two, three. Second one, I'm gonna put five and two and three. So it only compares one of the items. What the heck now? It's asking more information. Why it's asking more? Something is wrong. Yeah, take a look, Samaya. I'm going to push this code, give it to you for review, and also take a look what's going wrong, and make changes through another branch, another PR, and raise it against this PR, so I know what changed actually.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Is Ashish there or left? Let me see. Yeah, Ashish left long time ago. Yeah, he messaged. Cool. No problem. We'll go for namaz and then yeah, let's catch up tomorrow on this one.
Okay.
Okay. Thanks. Bye bye.
Bye.